There comes a point in your life where you must stop bleeding yourself dry just to water deserts that were never meant to bloom. You must stop being kind to everyone, because not everyone deserves your kindness. Kindness is sacred, it is powerful, it is life-giving, but when it is poured carelessly, without discernment, it becomes weakness in the eyes of those who feed on your light. Some will take your hand not to hold it, but to pull you down. Some will accept your generosity not with gratitude, but with greed. And if you keep giving endlessly, you will one day find yourself empty, stripped of strength, robbed of dignity, and forgotten by the very people you tried to help. Do you not see? The world is filled with those who wear masks. They smile at you, but in their hearts, they envy you. They praise you, but in their minds, they mock you. They accept your help, but in their souls, they plot against you. And yet you keep offering them kindness, as if your love will heal their poison, as if your patience will turn their malice into mercy. It will not. The scorpion will sting even the hand that saves it from drowning, because its nature is venom, and so too are many hearts, venom hidden behind smiles. Stop being kind to everyone. Your kindness must be a sword, not a leash. It must be sharp, selective, and protected. Give it to those who respect it, not those who trample it. Show it to those who stand with you, not those who would celebrate your fall. If you keep scattering pearls before swine, do not be surprised when they grind them into the dirt. Kindness without boundaries is self-destruction disguised as virtue. Think of the moments when you stayed silent as others insulted you, because you wanted to keep peace. Think of the times you gave more than you had, because you feared disappointing someone who would never do the same for you. Think of the days you forgave betrayal after betrayal, hoping that one day the betrayer would change. Did they change? Or did they grow bolder, more entitled, more confident that you will always bow, always bend, always give? That is what endless kindness creates, a prison for you and a throne for them. Strength is not found in pleasing everyone. Power is not built by being agreeable. The rivers do not flow to the sea by asking permission. They cut through stone, they carve their own path, they move with force. And so must you. If your kindness is to mean anything, it must be backed by strength. It must know when to give and when to refuse, when to heal and when to walk away, when to protect and when to strike. Understand this. Your kindness is a limited resource. Every time you give it to someone unworthy, you are stealing it from someone who truly needs it. While you waste yourself on those who drain you, there are people suffering silently, longing for a drop of compassion that could save them. While you tolerate the selfish, you abandon the deserving. That is not kindness. That is blindness. People will call you harsh. They will call you cold. They will call you selfish the moment you stop being their servant. Do not be moved. These are the same people who rejoiced when you were soft, because your softness made you easy to use. Do not be deceived by their accusations. Strength is not cruelty. Boundaries are not arrogance. Refusing to be used is not a sin. In fact, it is the highest respect you can give yourself. Ask yourself, who around you has proven worthy of your kindness? Who has stood by you when you were broken? Who has given when you had nothing left? Those are the ones who deserve your gentleness, your generosity, your heart. Everyone else, let them taste the silence of your absence. Let them feel the weight of their own choices. Let them live without the light they once abused. That is justice. That is balance. Stop being kind to everyone. The hand you use to lift a stranger can also be the hand that shields your soul from harm. The voice you use to comfort another can also be the voice that says, no, with power and authority. The love you give to the world must first be guarded, or it will be consumed by those who see it as weakness. Do not confuse being kind with being naive. Do not confuse compassion with servitude. Do not confuse humility with slavery. You are not here to save everyone. You are not here to please everyone. You are not here to sacrifice your joy for the comfort of those who would never bleed for you. You are here to live with strength, with honor, with wisdom. And wisdom demands that you discern who is worthy of your gift, because kindness is not free. It is the most precious wealth you carry. And if you spend it on the unworthy, you will end your life in debt, empty, forgotten, and bitter. But if you choose carefully, if you give wisely, if you protect your heart from leeches and traitors, your kindness will become a legacy. It will heal those who truly need it. It will strengthen those who are truly broken. It will ignite fires in those who are truly ready to rise. And it will return to you in abundance, not as exploitation, but as loyalty, respect, and love. You have been taught since childhood that being kind is always good, that the polite smile and the gentle word will win hearts, that by giving endlessly you will be remembered as noble. But let me tell you the truth. Blind kindness is a trap, and it is destroying lives more than it is healing them. When you extend kindness without discernment, you give power to manipulators, you feed the greed of the selfish, and you build pedestals for those who will one day push you off them. There are people who do not need your kindness. They need your silence. They need your distance. They need your strength. Every time you give away your kindness without thought, you chip away at your own soul. You know this because you felt it. That exhaustion deep inside you after giving someone yet another chance. That hollow ache after you've been drained by people who only come to you when they need something. That bitter taste in your mouth when you realize that your loyalty is not valued, your sacrifices are not seen, and your kindness is not appreciated. And yet, you kept giving, thinking that one more act of love, one more act of patience, one more act of sacrifice would change them. But listen, kindness does not heal a heart that refuses to change. Kindness does not purify a spirit that enjoys corruption. Kindness does not awaken the conscience of one who has chosen to sleep in their selfishness. Stop believing the lie that by always being kind, you are being righteous. Even the most fertile soil cannot grow flowers if it is constantly trampled upon. Even the clearest river turns muddy if filth is thrown into it day after day. Your spirit is not meant to be a dumping ground for the brokenness of those who refuse to heal. Your kindness is not meant to be a playground for the cruel. What is the worth of kindness when it costs you your dignity? What is the value of compassion when it leaves you shattered? What is the purpose of patience when it only strengthens the chains that bind you to ungrateful people? Do not let your kindness enslave you. Do not let it silence the truth that must be spoken. Do not let it blind you to the reality that not everyone deserves the softness of your heart. The ones who truly value your kindness will never demand it, they will never exploit it, and they will never take it for granted. But the unworthy, they will drain you, then laugh at your weakness. They will use you, then accuse you of not doing enough. They will spit on your sacrifices, then expect you to smile. They will betray you, then call you heartless if you dare to withhold forgiveness. And as long as you keep bending, they will keep pressing until you break. So hear me. Stop being kind to everyone, not because kindness is wrong, but because your kindness is too sacred to be wasted. There is strength in saying no. There is wisdom in walking away. There is honor in protecting your soul. Do not confuse this with cruelty. Cruelty is harming others, but protecting your spirit, setting boundaries, and refusing to be exploited. This is love for yourself, and that is necessary. Look around you. How many people today are bitter, hardened, and broken because they gave too much to those who deserved nothing? How many lives have been drained of joy because they believed that being kind meant never saying no? They walk through life like empty shells, carrying the weight of other people's burdens while their own souls starve. Do you want to end up like that? Or will you choose to rise and declare that your kindness will no longer be a weapon against yourself? Kindness without truth is not kindness. It is deception. When you allow others to exploit you in the name of kindness, you are not helping them. You are enabling their corruption. When you smile as they disrespect you, you are teaching them that cruelty has no consequence. When you stay silent in the face of betrayal, you are telling them that loyalty has no value. Do you not see? Every time you offer kindness to someone who despises it, you confirm to them that their behavior is acceptable. And in doing so, you contribute to the poison that spreads in this world. Your life is too short to spend it bowing before those who mock your worth. Your days are too precious to waste on people who would never waste a breath to defend you. Your energy is too rare to be poured into empty vessels that will never hold it with care. It is time to stop. Stop giving your best to those who do not deserve your worst. Stop giving your heart to those who would tear it apart. Stop giving your strength to those who secretly celebrate your weakness. The fire in you must not be used to warm those who would burn you in return. The light in you must not be poured into eyes that close when you shine. The love in you must not be wasted on those who mistake it for weakness. Be bold enough to withdraw. Be strong enough to withhold. Be wise enough to discern. This is not cruelty. This is survival. This is truth. Do not fear being called selfish. Selfishness is taking without giving. But you have given endlessly. You have given to the point of breaking. Refusing to be drained further is not selfishness. It is balance. It is the restoration of your soul. It is the reclaiming of your power. And without power, your kindness means nothing. You must remember the same hand that can heal can also protect. The same voice that comforts can also command. The same heart that forgives can also close its doors to the unworthy. This is not contradiction. This is harmony. This is wisdom. This is strength wrapped in compassion, and compassion wrapped in strength. And if you dare to live this way, your kindness will no longer be a weakness. It will be a force. It will be respected, not abused. It will be cherished, not exploited. It will uplift the worthy and expose the unworthy. It will transform lives that are ready to change and silence the noise of those who only want to consume. Your kindness will become a fire that purifies, not a flame that burns you to ashes. There comes a moment when you must confront the uncomfortable truth. Being endlessly kind is not a sign of holiness. It is often a sign of fear. Many of you remain kind to those who do not deserve it, because you are afraid of being disliked, afraid of conflict, afraid of standing alone, afraid of being called hard, proud, or ungrateful. But let me speak boldly. You cannot live in fear and live in truth at the same time. Fear makes you soft where you should be strong. Fear makes you silent where you should speak. Fear makes you bend where you should stand. And when fear dresses itself as kindness, you become your own jailer. Have you not noticed how those who benefit from your endless kindness are the same ones who mock you behind your back? Have you not seen how those you forgive the quickest are the ones who betrays you the most? Have you not realized that those you give to the most are the ones who give you the least? This is not coincidence. It is human nature at its darkest. When people learn they can take without consequence, they will never stop taking. When they learn that your kindness has no boundaries, they will not honor it. They will consume it. And when they have consumed all of you, they will move on to their next victim. Stop being kind to everyone, because not everyone values kindness. Some only value power, and the more kind you are, the more powerless you appear to them. To such people, your patience is not seen as strength. It is seen as weakness. Your forgiveness is not received as mercy. It is seen as an invitation to betray you again. Your generosity is not respected. It is seen as a fountain they can drain without ever saying thank you. Do not live in such deception. Wake up, open your eyes. You were not created to be a slave to the expectations of the ungrateful. You were not born to be a doormat for those who trample others. You were not called to destroy yourself in the name of kindness. Your duty is to protect your heart, your mind, your spirit. Your duty is to discern where to sow your kindness so it produces fruit, not weeds. And do not believe that walking away from the unworthy makes you cruel. Cruelty is striking the innocent. Cruelty is mocking the weak. Cruelty is taking advantage of the broken. But refusing to allow leeches to feed on your soul is not cruelty. It is justice. It is balance. It is righteousness. For even the earth itself knows how to resist. The soil does not allow poison to flow forever without breaking down and pushing it away. The ocean does not allow filth to rest on its surface forever. It casts it out, swallows it, breaks it down. Even nature defends itself, and so must you. Why do you not defend yourself? Why do you imagine that self-sacrifice without discernment is noble? Tell me, what good is your kindness if it destroys you? What good is your love if it is given to those who spit on it? What good is your patience if it empowers abuse? These are not virtues, they are chains. And many of you are wearing them proudly, calling it humility, calling it goodness, calling it morality. But deep down, you are suffocating, and you know it. It is time to break free. It is time to reclaim the fire that has been dimmed by years of misuse. It is time to stand tall and say, my kindness is not cheap. My love is not for sale. My patience is not endless. My forgiveness is not a license for betrayal. Speak this with courage, and you will find freedom. And yes, people will not like you for it. They will say you have changed. They will call you arrogant. They will paint you as selfish. But remember this, the ones who call you selfish are the ones who benefited from your self-destruction. The ones who call you arrogant are the ones who can no longer control you. The ones who say you have changed are the ones who thrived on the old version of you, the weaker version of you, the one who could be used. Stand firm in this truth. Being respected is greater than being liked. Being valued is greater than being praised. Being whole is greater than being popular. Do not chase the approval of those who never truly loved you. Stop giving your power to people who would never give you theirs. Your life is not endless. Your strength is not limitless. Your days are numbered. Your energy is finite. Your heart can only endure so much. Will you spend all of that on those who give you nothing in return? Or will you invest in those who honor you, who uplift you, who recognize the worth of your soul? The choice is yours. But know this. Every time you give kindness to the wrong person, you rob someone worthy of receiving it. Every time you waste your energy on the ungrateful, you abandon those who would have treasured it. Every time you bow to those who mock you, you neglect those who would have stood beside you. Stop being kind to everyone. Begin to be wise with your kindness. Begin to be selective. Begin to be strong, because strength and kindness are not opposites. They are partners. Strength without kindness is tyranny. Kindness without strength is slavery. But kindness with strength, this is power. This is freedom. This is truth. You were not created to be empty. You were not created to be abused. You were not created to be drained until nothing remains. You were created to walk with dignity, to live with honor, to give with wisdom, to love with discernment. That is true kindness. That is true strength. And that is the life you must choose. There are moments in your life when you must stop and ask yourself, who am I being kind to, and why? Not everyone deserves the softness of your hand. Not everyone is worthy of the gentleness of your words. Not everyone should be allowed to drink from the well of your patience. You must awaken to this truth, or else your life will be stolen piece by piece, until nothing remains of you except a shadow that once lived to please others. People will disguise themselves as friends, but their hearts are filled with envy. They will smile at your success, but their souls quietly rage at your light. They will nod at your words, but inside they mock your convictions. And here you are, showing them kindness, thinking that your gentleness will melt their malice. But listen to me, malice does not melt, envy does not soften, betrayal does not change through kindness. Those who hate you in their heart will not love you because you were generous to them. If anything, your kindness only deepens their hatred, because it reminds them of the goodness they do not have within themselves. Stop being kind to everyone, not because kindness is wrong, but because your kindness is too holy to be wasted on the unworthy. You must guard it the way a warrior guards his sword. You must protect it the way a mother protects her child. For what is kindness without boundaries? It is weakness. And what is weakness in this world? It is an invitation for the cruel to strike again and again, until you have no more strength left to defend yourself. You think being kind to everyone will earn you love, but look closer. Did it? Or did it only make you invisible, overlooked, used, and discarded? Love is not born from endless giving, it is born from respect. And respect is not given to those who bow without limits. Respect is given to those who stand with strength, who know when to give and when to withhold, who know when to open the door and when to shut it. I tell you this with passion, being kind without wisdom is like leaving your door open in the night. Yes, some may enter to bring blessings, but many more will enter to steal, to destroy, to leave you with nothing but regret. And once they have taken from you, they will not feel guilt, they will feel entitled. They will not say thank you, they will say, what more can I take? Wake up, open your eyes. The greatest mistake you can make is assuming everyone has the same heart as you. They do not. Some people thrive only when others are bleeding. Some only rise when others are falling. Some only smile when others are in pain. And your kindness is the very tool they use to keep you silent while they sharpen their knives behind your back. Enough. No more. Stop being kind to everyone. Let your kindness be rare, precious, protected. Give it only where it is safe, where it is respected, where it can grow into loyalty, faithfulness, and truth. If you give it everywhere, it will lose its value. If you give it to everyone, it will be trampled in the dirt. If you give it to the wrong ones, it will come back to destroy you. Do not mistake boundaries for cruelty. A tree must shed its dead branches to survive. The ocean must push out the waste to remain pure. The body must sweat out its toxins to remain healthy. These are not acts of cruelty. They are acts of life, acts of protection, acts of wisdom. And so too must you cut off those who only poison your spirit. Distance yourself from those who only drain your soul, and silence those who only wound your heart. This is not unkindness. It is survival. It is strength. And do not be afraid of loneliness, for it is better to walk alone, in dignity, than to walk surrounded by those who secretly wish for your downfall. It is better to stand in silence with peace than to laugh in a crowd that mocks you when you turn your back. It is better to give nothing than to keep giving to those who would never give in return. The truth is simple: if your kindness does not protect you, it will destroy you. If it does not uplift you, it will bury you. If it does not bring you closer to light, it will chain you to darkness. Stop pretending this is not true. Stop telling yourself that if you just keep giving, they will change. Stop believing that if you just remain patient, they will wake up. They will not. They know exactly what they are doing, and they will keep doing it until you put an end to it. Every act of kindness you give carries a piece of your spirit. Every word of comfort, every gesture of generosity, every sacrifice you make is a portion of your soul that you hand over to another. And when you give it to someone who honors it, it multiplies, it becomes joy, loyalty, and trust. But when you give it to someone who mocks it, it does not return. It vanishes into a pit of selfishness, leaving you empty and wondering why your love feels like a curse instead of a blessing. That is why you must stop being kind to everyone, because your soul is not a public fountain for the ungrateful to drink from without thought, without thanks, without respect. There are people in this world who are experts in taking. They can sense your softness from miles away. They test your boundaries with small requests, little manipulations, subtle demands. And when you give in, they do not see kindness. They see opportunity. They see that you are pliable, that you fear confrontation, that you mistake endless giving for righteousness. And they will push and push and push until one day you wake up and realize that the life you are living does not belong to you anymore. It belongs to them. Your choices are shaped by their expectations. Your energy is drained by their needs. Your joy is smothered by their constant demands. And all the while, you thought you were being kind. No, you were being consumed. Stop being kind to everyone. Kindness must not be weakness dressed in virtue. True kindness is not spineless. True kindness has eyes that see truth. True kindness has ears that hear lies. True kindness has a heart that discerns motives. If your kindness does not protect you, it is not kindness, it is self-sabotage. Do not be deceived by the sweet words of the ungrateful. They will call you good as long as you give, but the moment you say no, they will call you selfish. They will praise your patience as long as you endure their abuse, but the moment you walk away, they will call you cold. They will admire your generosity as long as it benefits them, but the moment you protect your wealth of spirit, they will call you arrogant. Do not listen. Their words are daggers coated in honey. They sound sweet, but their purpose is to wound you, to control you, to keep you enslaved to their desires. The measure of true kindness is not how much you give, but how wisely you give. A farmer does not scatter seeds on rocks expecting fruit. He plants in soil that is ready, soil that will protect the seed, water it, and make it grow. And so must you. Do not waste your kindness on hearts of stone, on souls that have no intention of honoring what you offer. Plant your kindness in lives that can nurture it, and it will grow into forests of loyalty, gardens of trust, rivers of love that will flow back to you. Understand this: protecting your kindness does not make you cruel. It makes you wise. Shielding your heart does not make you hard. It makes you strong. Drawing boundaries does not make you arrogant. It makes you healthy. And sometimes the greatest act of kindness you can show to yourself is to walk away from those who keep tearing you down. You must stop trying to heal people who enjoy being broken. You must stop trying to help people who are committed to their misery. You must stop trying to love people who despise love, because while you are busy pouring yourself into the bottomless pit of their emptiness, you are neglecting the ones who would have valued your love, who would have grown with your support, who would have risen with your encouragement. Do not let the unworthy rob the worthy of your gifts. The time has come to reclaim your soul, to stand tall and declare, I will not be drained anymore. I will not be used anymore. I will not be mocked anymore. Let your kindness roar with strength. Let your compassion shine with wisdom. Let your generosity flow with discernment. And let your love be guided by truth, not fear, not guilt, not the manipulations of the selfish. Stop being kind to everyone. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to those who have proven faithful. Be kind to those who honor your heart. And to the rest, give them silence. Give them distance. Give them the reminder that your kindness is not theirs to own. Because in the end, kindness without wisdom is weakness, but kindness with wisdom is power. And you were not born to be weak. You were born to be powerful, purposeful, and unshakable. Guard your kindness, protect your love, honor your heart, and you will live not as a victim of the ungrateful, but as a light to those who are worthy of your flame. Kindness is one of the most powerful forces within you, but like all power, it must be mastered, disciplined, and guided by wisdom. Power without control is chaos, and kindness without boundaries is destruction. Too many of you have confused being endlessly kind with being truly good. But goodness is not weakness, and weakness is not goodness. Goodness requires strength. Goodness demands clarity. Goodness draws lines that cannot be crossed. If your kindness does not defend your dignity, it is no longer goodness, it is surrender. You see, the world has conditioned you to believe that nice is the same as kind. But being nice is often nothing more than fear wrapped in a smile. Niceness says yes when it wants to say no. Niceness tolerates abuse to avoid conflict. Niceness bends over backward for those who would never stoop to lift you up. Niceness is a mask, a performance, an endless effort to be liked. But kindness, true kindness, is deeper. It does not seek approval. It does not beg for applause. It does not allow itself to be mocked or trampled. Kindness is rooted in strength. It gives boldly, but it also protects fiercely. It offers love, but it also commands respect. Stop being kind to everyone, because not everyone deserves the purity of your heart. Some people only approach you because they sense your gentleness and think they can twist it to their advantage. They are not drawn to your spirit out of respect. They are drawn to your kindness out of hunger. They want to consume it, to drain it, to leave you hollow. And when you are empty, they will not fill you. They will leave you behind, searching for the next person to exploit. You must open your eyes and see the truth. People reveal themselves not by how they act when you are useful, but by how they treat you when you have nothing left to give. The ones who are worthy of your kindness are the ones who stand by you when your hands are empty. They are the ones who honor your heart even when you cannot offer them a thing. Those are the people who should taste your gentleness, your compassion, your love. But the rest, give them nothing. Give them silence. Give them distance. Give them the power of your absence. I speak with boldness now. It is not your job to heal the world. It is not your job to carry the pain of those who refuse to release it. It is not your job to pour endlessly into vessels that are cracked, broken, and unwilling to be mended. You are not the savior of the selfish. You are not the answer for the arrogant. You are not the cure for the corrupt. And every time you try to be, you lose a part of yourself that you can never reclaim. Stop being kind to everyone. Protect your fire. Guard your peace. Defend your soul. Because the world will not do it for you. The world will take until you collapse, and then it will move on without a second thought. And yet, deep within you is the strength to say no, the strength to stand, the strength to cut ties with those who dishonor your kindness. That strength is not cruelty. That strength is freedom. That strength is truth. Do not be afraid to close doors. Closing a door does not mean you hate what is behind it. It means you value what is inside of you. Do not be afraid to cut ties. Cutting ties does not mean you are bitter. It means you have chosen life over slow death. Do not be afraid to stand alone. Standing alone does not mean you are empty. It means you are refusing to bow before false company. Remember, this kindness is a gift, not a currency. You are not obligated to spend it on everyone you meet. A gift must be given with wisdom, or it will be wasted. A gift must be given with intention, or it will be abused. And when the wrong people receive it, they will not cherish it, they will cheapen it. But when the right people receive it, they will guard it, multiply it, and return it with love. That is where your kindness belongs, with the worthy, with the faithful, with the ones who see its value. Stop being kind to everyone. Start being kind with wisdom. Let your kindness be like a sharp sword, gentle in the hands of the loyal, but untouchable to the hands of the unworthy. Let your kindness be like a blazing fire, warm to the faithful, but fierce against the wicked. Let your kindness be like a crown, an honor for those who stand with you, but never something to be stolen by those who despise you. If you live this way, you will no longer feel empty after giving. You will no longer feel bitter after helping. You will no longer feel broken after forgiving. Your kindness will strengthen you instead of weaken you, because it will flow where it belongs, into hands that protect it, into hearts that treasure it, into lives that honor it. That is the power of discernment. That is the beauty of strength. That is the balance of true kindness. So rise up, be bold, be unshaken, stop being kind to everyone. Be kind with fire, be kind with wisdom, be kind with truth, and above all, be kind to yourself.